Hey riders, welcome back to the channel. Monday, November the 11th, super important day, Remembrance Day here. I think they celebrate it that way in Europe as well. Veterans Day in the States, all kind of the same thing. Take some time, be thankful for the service that has been done by those before us. Where are we at, folks? Who am I? I'm Colin. Hey riders, there's the t-shirt. You're watching Inside Cycling World. Wow, folks, really powering on along here. I just finished a bike ride myself. Just banging out some miles. I actually did that ride today. The ride I did today, just did it solo. I started doing a bit of commentary and I'm like, no. I need to shut some of these rides down where I'm not talking so I can actually focus on pushing some power. Talking, I can do it. But yeah, very, very top end is gone now. So what do we got going on today? Let's jump in here. Well, we know what we got going on. We got some MyWhoosh going on. You can tell by the graphics, right? Look how stunning this looks. Awesome stuff here. Currently 3.5 minutes to go. We're in the Get Racing series presented by OTR Virtual Events. Awesome series, awesome events on MyWhoosh. Get into them, folks. You'll actually see some signage here with OTR on it. In fact, there's a sign over here on the left-hand side right now promoting the Veterans Series. That's Fridays. So Tuesday races, all-out sprinting. Let me just take a look here, folks. My OBS changes every day. Oh, you're just going to sit back in the command chair here. Down in the 10x10 cube of salt stains on the floor today. We'll be cleaning that up shortly. So did my ride. Oh, super short today, maybe 24, 25 minutes. Just trialing all my shirts out. I ordered a bunch of shirts, see how they fit. XL really feels like a North American XL, like quite big. So working on that, working on some designs. I told Joey Jojo, 2.5 minutes to go here, folks. I want the Hey Riders. Hey Riders, that's my thing. Let's do it, folks. So Tuesday racing, OTR events, virtual events, sprint races. Seems to be shorter. I've only done one so far. Friday, more of that's the Veteran Series, harder races, I would say. We did Jebel Hafit. Wow, what a cool geological feature. 2 minutes to go. I did some research on it. Wow, it's just fascinating. That thing just pops up out of the desert there. It's like pan flats. And I think they said those mountains are like kind of like a north-northwest, south-southeast orientation. I think it was like 26 kilometers long, just sticks up out of the pan flat. I think it's an anticlinal thrust. I believe so. I can kind of talk that way a little bit. Geologist in my past life. If you hear any crazy noise coming in, 1.5 minutes to go, folks. Let's get ready to light it up. Joey Jojo and the daughters went to Banff last night. I don't want to say Banff, Alberta, Canada, because it's my backyard. Banff. 21 riders in the chute right now, folks. Who do we got here? Okay, so I'm looking at the race series now. It's an 8-event series, so 8 weeks. 7 out of 8 events, you're going to get placed in it. You can miss one race. Gives you a chance to have a week off, go on vacation, attend family events, get sick, and still be in the series. Right now, we got Little Chris in first place, Dennis Van Ruden in second, Tony Corrales in third. I'm going to learn all the names as we go. I did see earlier, here's Alistair Gilbert and Andrew Street. I've seen these names before. I think they might have been at the Veteran Series on Friday. So, forgot to notice important here as well. Forgot to tell you as well, we're only 30 seconds out, folks. This race is capped at 3 watts a kilo. As it says by the title, Get Racing. This is to promote people to racing. It's introductory. Don't expect the huge power watts. This is a really, really great way to do it because who really wants to go racing? I know I don't, and race against people that can hold 6 watts a kilo for 20 minutes. Like, it's impossible for me. I can't do it. That would be like dropping me in the Cat 1 series on the Sunday Race Club. It's not possible. So we need events for other classes, other power groups. I think it's really cool that we're doing this. So off we go, folks. Heading out here. So we are in Ardennes. So this is the Belgium map. Little Chris pushing up front. Little Chris and Ambrosio Ortiz Marquez at the front. These two just want to get going. Now, you're gonna catch me looking down here a lot too. This is really cool to see here too. Let's just turn that down so we don't hear the beep beeps. I have my Discord channel. It just blows up all day long, folks. If you're into Discord, that's great. But once it hits a certain size, it's like all life consuming. So here we go. Salvatore Zamora. I just want to study the names for a bit here. So, there's Alistair Gilbert. Looks like maybe 8th, 9th place overall. And who else? Oh, Ian Sotheby's here as well. So I see some riders have missed events. This is some kind of event they might just pop in, pop out of. Now, from what I can tell too, the events are ran Sundays in the AM. I can't make those ones. Monday PM in the UK. That's perfect for me. It's right at noon. Dead center of the day. I'm here. I am here, folks. Stukal Black leading right now with Little Chris, David Sal, Quechua Angel Caron. How about that? Angel. I like that. Check out this huge cathedral here on the left-hand side. Really cool. We've got Egil Hennenberg. Here's Alistair Gilbert right here. So at this point here, looks like we got a group. We got a pretty good sized group. Henry Bross, Oliver. Actually, that looks like more like, yeah, it is an Oliver. Andrew Street. Andrew was at the Friday race as well, I believe. Oh, we got a huge... Kevin Hobbs was at the Friday group as well. Kevin Hobbs just falling off the back end. He's digging in now. He realizes, I got to go now. That front group's doing like 2.5 watts a kilo. Poor Kevin back here is pushing 3.5 to 4 watts a kilo. Trying to get back out. Come on, Kevin. Let's go. Come on! I love saying that. That's from another life of mine. Tour de France, Unchained, Netflix. The Jumbo Visma guy, Grisha. Yes, first name's Grisha. Forget his second name. His last name, I should know. He always liked to say, come on! Come on, Kevin, come on! Yeah, man, Kevin is digging in here, really winding it up hard, just burning through a lot of power here. Kevin, you got to get on, dude. You got to get on. He's only behind by 1 second. It's probably only 10 meters. Let's just see Kevin do it. Come on, Kevin. Let's get it, buddy. Let's get it. He's on, folks. He is going to be on. It's imminent. He's slowly clawing his way, and he's in the draft. The relief just washes over him now. He knows he's safe. Settle down, Kevin. Settle down. Get in that all-loving, warm embrace of the draft blob. Get in there, dude. Really good effort, Kevin. I like watching that. That was some good stuff there. So at this point here, looks like... let me just go through. I want to see what we got. Looks like we got 16 in the front group. So we're going to have 16 kind of rolling, rotating around here. 4 seconds back, we got Luis Beltran. That's a big gap to make up, Luis. I'm not sure how he got hung out there, but he's coming up. Pushing right at 3 watts per kilo. We've got Camille. We've got Andrew Johnson. Andrew Johnson, OTR, is 4th overall in the series. What is he doing back here? Andrew, Welshman. He's actually also with Jozo Velo. Oh, that's hard to say. Jozo Velo. 3 riders here, and looks like Stephen Blackwell. Stephen Blackwell. Stephen Blackwell is 6th in the standings at the moment with 633 points. That's interesting. So it looks like you get 200 points for first place and goes down from there. So 200 points. So round 1, Little Chris got first place, 200 points. Tony Corrales, who I haven't seen yet, 195. And silver place, second place would be 170. And it probably bounced down. What's interesting here is that Stephen Blackwell has an odd number, 633. Actually, Tim Sharp, another rider, has 617. So there must be a way of getting bonus points somehow throughout the series. Again, I apologize, riders. I'm new to this stuff here. This is a whole new race series for me. I'm going to be here every week. I'm going to be here every week, folks. Remember, Inside Cycling World. Jump into the channel. Like the videos. Liking those videos. Rafa 1972 here. Riding nicely at the back, 2 watts a kilo. Probably looks like they're doing a solo day. Andrew Johnson and Jozo are about 25 seconds ahead. There's a group of 3. Manuel Marin's up there too. Ivar Gamst. There's a bunch of riders just up ahead, so Rafa does have a chance to pull himself back on. Remember though, folks, this is introductory racing. This gives people a chance to come on out, do some racing, and not get absolutely blown out of the water. We've all experienced it. We've all entered races, and there's like virtually World Tour pros showing up who are maybe retired, or maybe they're riding, and you don't even know who they are. Henry Bross at the front, pushing over 3.5 watts per kilo. But you know, folks, it's just going to average down. They got to keep that cap at 3 watts a kilo. Stu Kyle Black in second place here. So yeah, it's really interesting to see a lot of the Get Racing people I've seen before too. So what did I do yesterday on the bike? Remember, it's Inside Cycling World. Subscribe if you can, folks. The channel is really growing good now. I'm getting some really good exposure. The video likes are so critical because I sit on my phone and I can kind of see my video analytics now on YouTube Studio. Don't even need my laptop open at night. And I can see what videos people like. And that gives me an idea. Hey, they like this kind of stuff. Okay, I'm going to do more of that. My number one thing to do is race commentary. So again, I'm doing this more as an introduction to me because you don't know who I am. MyWhoosh doesn't know who I am, but I'm here, folks, and I'm here to stay. You're not getting rid of me that easy. I've got over 200 videos on my YouTube channel. Every video is dedicated to inside cycling, racing, hill climbs, challenge events I've done, exploration videos I've done. There's videos on there where I'm just telling you some history and geography and geology as I do a ride somewhere. David Sal at the front here for now. So yeah, you can see the riders here, 3.5 at the front, 3.2, 2.7, 2.9. So these are all like in that 3 watts per kilo, probably average. Some are going to be just under that. Let's take a look. So I know today I'm over there. I'm on that left side. Looks like nothing's up there. I'm blocking out. I'm going to have a quick peek. I look good there. Well, not really, but it's in the right spot. You know what I'm saying. Let's jump into... Hey, Ruben's here. Hey, Ruben. So Ruben's been a super long time supporter of the channel. Ruben, I just sent you a message before. I'm going to be doing some stuff just for members of the channel. I think they deserve it. So yeah, Ruben, I'm trying to get him on MyWhoosh. We all race different platforms. I think all the platforms are great. So Ruben, this is like the introduction to racing here over on MyWhoosh. We are in the Ardennes though, Ruben. So this is in your backyard, I think. Ruben's was camping in his camper van in the Ardennes this weekend. He's from Belgium. I think the Ardennes forest like straddles France and Belgium, I'm pretty sure. I gotta have a drink here. This is actually electrolytes. I kind of went a little bit harder earlier this morning. Sweated pretty good. So yeah, like the video I just did before, I captured it all. Started doing the video like I normally do. Then I said, you know what? Mute the mic. I got a mic here. I can tap the button on top. It mutes it. Crank up the Metallica. Let's go. Creeping Death, folks. Then I could actually get some good efforts in myself because doing all these videos, trying to talk, I have to dial it down a bit. I have to bring it back a little bit. You might even see videos I have right now where my heart rate's 184, 185, and I'm carrying on a full conversation. It's not really conducive to a good workout, to be honest. So I'm going to do those videos. Those are going to be more of like exploration videos. Ooh, we got a little climb here, folks. We got a little bit of a climb here. 4% now. It's kicking up now. 6%. I wonder what climb we're on here. What actual hill is this? You can see the cobblestones. 11%, 12%, 13%. Wow, we keep going. Ooh, this is like the Widowmaker right here. 15%. Who is going to fall at the back? I think we had a group of 16. 13 now. Salvatore's out the back. John McCambridge. Okay, so there's been a bit of a stretch in the group. Hey, I know what to do here. Let's go here. We open up the menu. Let's get a nice camera overhead look. Okay, here's the riders going up now. The red chevrons on the leaderboard, those are people that are putting in attacks right now. It must be based on a certain percentage of their power, what the average power they're riding. Let's say you're a 2.5 per watt kilo rider and you're pushing 4, it's probably going to light up. I also see it light up in orange and I think sometimes yellow. So we got this field pretty stretched out here. We're going to bounce back a little bit. Let's head back to Camille. Camille can see them just up ahead. Ambrosio as well. Ambrosio's just hanging on to the back here, digging hard. A lot of Spanish riders here today. Wow, we got a ton of them. Bouncing back to Camille, Polish rider. We got Joe Zovello, maybe 7-8 meters behind Camille. Manuel Marin, probably 10-12 meters back. Kevin Hobbs, PCC, coming up too. Ivar Gamst. I know something I got to do. I'm looking at some of these riders like Ivar here. He's got the MyWhoosh symbol. I need to get into MyWhoosh today and get my Canadian flag up. Rock the maple leaf, folks. Andrew Johnson. Okay, so Andrew Johnson is... Andrew Johnson. Okay, was it? Yeah, Andrew Johnson is 4th overall in the series with 655 points. There's only Little Chris is first with 1,165 points. Remember, this is race 7 in the series out of 8. And it looks like so far, Little Chris has attended every event. Dennis Van Ruden, we have not seen that name today. And Dennis has already taken 1 week off. So Dennis needs to be here. He's gonna. Dennis is here. Dennis, unfortunately, is in the start chute and has missed his start time. Whew. Wow. Brutal for Dennis here. Dennis needed to be here. He took week 2 off in the series. So you're allowed 1 week off, best 7 out of 8. So you're allowed to have, I mean, you could do all 8 and have one terrible ride. You could have a sick ride. You could have, I missed a ride. Some riders are putting their feet down. They got going so slow, they had to put their foot down on the cobblestones, and now they're having trouble getting going again here, folks. Pretty steep. A nice, wicked little climb. What climb is this? Really cool. Just makes me want to go riding afterwards. Let's get back to the front, see what's going on. I think there's going to be, that front 12 now is probably just going to be absolutely obliterated. We got Ketchu at the front with a 12-second lead over Stukal Black. Little Chris, series leader, and Egil Hannenberg. Andrew Street is right there as well. We got 4 chasing solo rider out front. Let's get a little camera angle overhead. I think it's camera 7 is what we're looking for. Camera 8 is the one. Can we see that leader? We can't even see him at this point. Now 18 seconds up the road, pushing 3 point something watts a kilo here. Now, if you have hitters show up, important to know, folks, if you're a 4 or 5 watt per kilo rider, you're going to be disqualified. I'll put that in air quotes. Maybe you don't know. This is meant for like introductory racing. Keep the power under 3 watts per kilo. And there's probably a little bit of a fudge error there by the race organizers as to, well, you know what, this is what happened. He rode 3.1 the whole way, but we're not going to disqualify him for that. This is just what I'm kind of thinking in my head right now. Let's go back to the chat for a second here. Okay, chat's quiet right now, but that's good. That means I can concentrate more on the race. So we've got these 4 riders chasing up front. Ketchu's on a runner. Cruising along right now, just over 3 watts per kilo. Let's bounce back to Rodrigo. So there's a group of 4 chasing the front guy, and then we got Rodrigo Murado, Tony Corrales. Let's go, Tony. Let's go, buddy. Tony Corrales, 3rd overall in the series. Let's have a quick look at Tony's stats here. 3rd overall in the series with 870 total points through 6 races. Tony, along with Dennis, took race 2 off. So they both had their 1 race off, their 1 week off. You need to compete in every week. You get 1 week. For whatever reason, you had a bad race, you could throw that one out. You had a course to go to, you could throw that out. You didn't attend it. You had a sickness that you couldn't ride. Well, that's going to give you almost, you do a race, you get sick 3 days later, you're going to miss the next week, you've got another full week to almost recover. So you've almost got like 10 days or something to recover if you're sick. You kind of don't take that week off early if you don't need to. So Tony needs to get up there now. Tony's 6th place at the moment, 18 seconds behind Andrew Street and Eagle. Tony does have David here, Oliver. Oh, big group. Ambrosio, Rodrigo, Manuel, this might be a strong little powerhouse group here to get back to the front. Now, looking at the stats, so he's taken race 2 off. With Dennis Van Ruden not racing this week, Tony Corrales could be jumping into second place overall. There is only 55 points separating the two, 925 points total for Dennis Van Ruden, 870 for Tony Corrales. Dennis is not in the race at this moment, folks. It looks like he's had a huge mechanical on the start chute. I'm trying to get back to around. Dennis, unfortunately, is not even riding. He's connected, but not in the event. What happens in this situation, folks? And Dennis has... This would be a perfect time. We're going to hang out with Stephen Blackwell here and Luis Beltran. Ivar Gamst is just 12 seconds further back. This is when you'd be hoping that you hadn't used your race, one of your race skips, I guess. We'll call it that. Dennis has used his, and unfortunately, this is going to hurt him a lot in this race. So, sad to see stuff like that happen, but it happens. We're going to move up through the field. Kevin Hobbs, Angel Caron. We've got another climb, folks. Another close to 10%er here. Over 10% for these riders. Ooh, the Ardennes are kicking hard today, folks. Alistair Gilbert here. Camille Koziel is passing him. Manuel Marin just ahead. Got Salvatore Zamora. The field really broke up here. These riders are all together before. Yeah, these wicked little kickers. This is like so steep, 10%, super short, but just deadly. You can see the signs, OTR Virtual Events on the left-hand side of the road. Followed up with the MyWhoosh sign and the Veteran Series. That's going to be promoting the Friday events. I'll be covering all of those. Love this stuff. So the front group, let's see what's happened to our front group. So there was one up front, Ketchu, who looks like they're just over the top. 34 seconds back, still climbing. We've got Eagle, we've got Andrew Street, Little Chris. There was 4, we're down to 3 now. I think Rodrigo Murado fell out of that front group, has been picked up by the second group now. Quick drink try. Getting the dry mouth there, folks. I haven't really recovered from that ride fully yet. Absolutely starving at the moment, but that's okay. And actually waiting for the girls to come banging in the door. Let me just check the phone here. They're out in Banff for the weekend. Banff is kind of a ski town, resort town west of Calgary. I'm in Alberta, Canada here. We are in the 10x10 cube of race action and commentary. This is where it goes down, folks. This is where it all goes down. The cycling happens here. The commentary happens here. And it's only going to get better, folks. It's only going to get better. I'm hoping by... Joey Jojo is back at work tomorrow. She can get the tripod for me, the cable I need for the new camera. So I've got this wicked new camera. It's got a cord about this long on it. I can't even take it anywhere. It's maybe this long. So I got a 12-foot long, 12, maybe it's 10 feet, to reach where I want. Put it on a tripod, get some really juicy fruit, delicious looking camera work going. I've also got a mic arm, so I don't... The mic's sitting right on the table here, and I bang it around. I take my drink, and I bang the mic. So Ketchu's got quite the lead now. 40 seconds ahead of the other riders. Downhill, minus 3%. So we still have the 3 chasing. Can these 3 pull us back? Big gap at this point, folks. Big gap. And I don't think I've even said how long this one is. This is 30.6 kilometers long. And it looks like we're 9.6 kilometers into the course. Is this a... I'm trying to figure out if this is a circuit route or not. Yeah, I think there was 300 meters of climbing, I believe. Riders here cruising along at 36k an hour, 37, 38 kilometers an hour, probably getting to a little bit of downhill now, picking up the speed. We'll see Ketchu here, almost 60k an hour, just coming out at the bottom of this hill, riding on this elevated boardwalk area through the swampy area of the Ardennes. Bouncing back to Andrew Street. So we got one out front. We've got the solo break out front. Ketchu. Has Ketchu been in the events before? That's what I want to know right now. People might show up not know what the full deal is, and they may get themselves eliminated. So let's just have a peek here. This probably happens all the time just because people just want to jump into a race. I know in other race series, it'll say something like, there may be a power limit or a category limit. People will jump in anyways. They're like, I don't care, just disqualify me. I just want to go for a ride. I don't think it's anyone being, I don't know how to say it. They're not being malicious or anything like that. They just want to ride, and they're like, fine, disqualify me. I don't care. Because right now, Ketchu Avia, I do not see that rider's name in the list I have here provided by OTR Virtual Events. Let's have a little look. I'm scanning through it now. So one out front is Ketchu. We're looking for Ketchu's name here. And I'm going to think that Ketchu hasn't been here before. Got some interesting names here. DG, Ian Monroe, Pasquale. I like that. Loves Steen Brusgaard. Yes, Steen. I'm just seeing Steen here in the standings. Remember, riders, the Get Racing series goes off on Sundays and Mondays. 2 time slots, an AM slot and a PM slot. Obviously, I'm catching the 7 o'clock at night PM slot in the UK. So whatever your time is in Europe, 12 noon for me. The AM slot on Sunday is just too early. So some riders here would have already raced. Okay, interesting. So that's something you got to keep in mind too. Who's racing what days? Which race do you go? I can see it being pretty strategic and tactical at the same time. What day do you decide to race? Do you dare go into that event? It's probably all done between the 2 days anyways. Yeah, it might be. So it might be, even though the fastest rider's not at your race, they might get the fastest time overall and get first place. That's probably how it works. So yeah, I've seen Steen. Steen actually, I think, messaged me on, it might have been YouTube or Facebook somewhere. Hey, riders too, if you see the videos, you like them, you want to comment, that's great. There's very few comments I've never gotten back to, only because someone else has answered the comment on my YouTube channel. You'll find me on Facebook as myself, Colin Emerson. I am Inside Cycling World. I have 2 Facebook pages, my personal page and my Inside Cycling World page. Feel free at any time to message me on either page. If you can help spread the word as to what I'm doing, that is so appreciated. If you can like the videos, obviously please subscribe. To me, that's like a no-brainer. And it keeps me motivated. I'm watching all my videos, seeing what does well. Let's move up through the field here. See how Ketchu's doing. 54 seconds back to the next 3. Ketchu riding over 3 watts a kilo right now. He might actually be a little bit too high-powered of a rider here. But that's something that the race organizer will figure out later. I think this rider is just showing up off the front. Get her, dude. We've got Andrew Street with Eagle and Little Chris here. 10 seconds back. Oh, it's only... You can actually see the riders up in front here. You can see the drawing on my screen here. They're just going around the bend. The riders up ahead, you can probably see them, are just going under a purple barricade up top, like overhead of the road. Just up ahead. That's going to give David here, Jozo, Stukal Black, Oliver in real life, Duckwitz, Rodrigo Morato, they're all here. That's going to give them a little bit of incentive to get back on. They can see them now. Can these 5 riders here work together to pull themselves back on? We might have a group of 9 coming into the finish, folks. We're currently 13 kilometers in. We've still got, I think that puts us at 17 kilometers to go. I believe so. Just over 17 kilometers. And guess what? More hills, folks. More hills. So we got more hills coming up. These are not gentle. These are like walls. We know how tough the climbs are around here. They're not long, but they're just vicious. Steven Cycles. Good to see you, Steven. Steven, love chatting with you. We talk about the coolest stuff in the Discord. I love it. Do the leaves on the trees reflect the time of year on this route? Steven, I'm not sure. Browny, orangey leaves back there. Possibly. Let me get back and see what you're talking about. Yeah, I'm not sure. Do they change with the season? Maybe. There is another world called MyWhoosh World, and it's more diverse. There's like Arctic roads to ride on, some pretty brutal climbs. I actually did a spreadsheet this morning. Uh, you know, video gamer mentality, completionist, and sorry, just Discord stuff going off constantly over here. Uh, Steven, yeah, Microsoft Simulator 2024. I am so excited for it, dude. I am so excited. Really looking forward to it. Steven, so totally unrelated here though, folks, but Steven has been with me a long time. Steven, will we be able... You're on Xbox? Is that how you play? Like, can we fly around in the sky together? Is that possible? I have no clue. I mean, obviously I know of Microsoft Flight Simulator. Who doesn't? Steven did an Arctic route the other day. Steven, which platform? Are you talking this one, or are you talking Iceland on Ruby? Let us know. But yeah, Steven, my key question is, will we be able to fly near each other? Oh, cool. Steven, what did you think of it? Honest opinion. I think the graphics are actually really, really impressive. You just got to realize that they're graphics. It's not video. I think it works well. I like the data. It's very clean and crisp. Everything. I like the font that I'm seeing here. Yeah, so you might have been in MyWhoosh world then, I think. Let's bounce to the front again and see how Ketchu's doing. Ketchu up front, 54 seconds ahead. Like, yeah, I wonder what the cutoff is. Like, is it like 3 watts plus 10%? Not even sure. But the fact that I don't see Ketchu's name in the standings, my guess... might get punted. He'll still get a good ride in though. Still getting his training in. Look at all the barriers here. MyWhoosh, Veteran Series, OTR Virtual Events. I love it. So good. Our 3 chasers are 1 minute back. Little Chris, Andrew Street, Eagle Hannenberg. 4 seconds back from that, we got Jozo Velo, who looks like they're coming back up. Actually, I didn't even notice either here too. Stukal Black, Canadian, coming up through the field, folks. So we're going to have 5 riders at the front. This is the group coming from behind. Yes, I was saying that they could see them just ahead. They were 10 seconds back. It's all coming back together. So now I think we're going to have upwards of 8 riders, if they all make it back, chasing that one out front. We're just a little bit under halfway through the course. So let's look again here. Here's Oliver. Okay, let's just have a quick peek here. You know what we're going to do? We're going to go overhead, folks. Get the camera 8. Now you're really going to see. So these front 3 have been chasing. There's 5 riders from behind that have slowly bridged themselves across. They probably caught up on the last hill. That's my guess. Let's bounce back to Jozo here. It's all coming back together, folks. Can Oliver make it? Yeah, come on, Oliver. Get it, dude. Dig in now. David is just trying to bridge back on, but it's going to be a bit of work. And I think Rodrigo was in the group, but that last hill was just 1 hill too far, folks. 1 hill too far. Yeah, there was like, I think 5 or 6 riders together. Tony Corrales, how's Tony doing now? Tony again, 3rd overall in the series. Tony needs some big points this week. Looks like he's going to be... Brazilian rider too. Can Tony move up? 30 seconds behind Rodrigo. The one big positive here with Tony being in 3rd place overall is that Dennis Van Ruden did not get started. So he's probably going to... Well, I guess it all depends on how many points he gets for finishing. Let's say if he stayed in 10th position, how many points will he get? Can he vault over top of Dennis? Just by looking at the point standings, I'm thinking he will. He'll probably launch himself into 2nd place. That means we're going to have an even closer battle coming into the final rounds of the series. Let's check the chat out again here. So yeah, Steven Cycles, he says he did an Arctic route the other day. He said it was very good. MyWhoosh, folks. Especially for free. I couldn't agree more, Steven. I could not agree more. Great stuff. Now, if only you could fly planes at the same time. Okay, here we go, folks. Ketchu, minute ahead. Then we got Oliver, Eagle, Jozo, Little Chris, Stukal, Andrew Street. These 6 are all they should all be working together now, trying to pull Ketchu back. However, I wonder if they realize that Ketchu is new to the series and is putting down a lot more power than they are, and that this is what will go through my mind. And again, this is my first time here for these series. I don't know how it actually plays out. Do they know that Ketchu's probably going to be punted in the end? I punted maybe sound too bad. Disqualified sounds bad too. That would be the technical term. They're a little bit overpowered for this event, maybe. Let's just have a little quick look. Okay. Ketchu's riding more to power now, I guess. But just the fact that I haven't seen them before, and I do have the full list of all finishers, and if I just can't see him here, I do not see that rider's name. So probably a brand new rider, just jumped on, just absolutely going all out, may not even realize what the rules of the event are. Okay. So we got 6 chasers. David is a further 11 seconds back. Can he see them up ahead? Can he see them? They're not that far ahead. They're probably just around the bend. Bombing downhill, though. We might see them once they slow down and David continues his speed. Okay, we're going to look here. Can we see them? I don't think we can. 11 seconds, pretty big, folks. Actually, I think I might see a little bit of stuff popping in just ahead of us. Rodrigo Morato riding solo. 18 seconds back, we got Camille with Tony Corrales. We got Ambrosio Ortiz Marquez. Further 20-something seconds back. Yeah, so these 2 are together. Then we've got Salvatore and Ambrosio together. Is Kevin... No, Kevin Hobbs is 17 seconds back behind them. Alistair Gilbert. Angel Caron. Andrew Johnston. Yeah, Andrew's 4th overall at this point. So Andrew here, has Andrew missed any of the events? Andrew did not participate in race 5. Andrew is not that far out of 3rd place. I'm just trying to see if he can vault himself up. Do we have a Nick Gordon here? Nick Gordon's actually... Ooh, Nick Gordon's missed a couple of events, so that's really going to hurt him. Plus this one here, too. That's what happened, folks. Some people get into these stage races, and then it kind of falls apart. Don't be afraid to jump into them late. Like, Ketchu, who's out front right now, might have just saw the race series, is going to join it now, knowing that he won't be able to win the series because he's so late to it, but join in the next version. Stephen Blackwell, 17th place. Just getting over this 2-3% grade here. John McCambridge, riding just under 2 watts a kilo. Hey, John, Irish rider here. Rafa, 1972, and as you can see, look, we got some pop, big time pop in here, folks. There we go. Dennis Van Ruden here. I'm just waiting for the graphics to catch up. So we'll leave that. Probably because he's just stalled out there. Didn't get participated in the event. So that's 2 races that he has not participated in. So they're zeros. You get 0 points if you don't participate. So it looks like he was here and never got started. Ketchu out front. We're going through I can't even think right now. The wind park here, let's call it that. The wind generation area. Balloons flying nearby. Don't get too close to those wind turbines. Those ones look gigantic. Huge. Okay. Minute and a half back to our next group. Yeah, I think the riders behind here know that Ketchu's really not part of the series. It's more important for these riders to stick together and sprint it out together. Who is the top place rider here? I'm going to try to figure this out on the fly, folks. And I can see a lot of newcomers coming and going too because it's designed for tryout racing. Just get in here and try it out. Do we have any contenders right at the front in this group of 6, 7 riders? 6 riders. David is not that far back. Where's David overall? David, come on, man. Where are you? Oh, Camille Caziel, he's here. Camille Coziel's here. Further back, Camille's only been in one event. Actually, Camille's first event was last week, I believe. Yeah, Camille's first event was race 6. So there you go. There's an example of people coming into the series late. Having trouble talking today, folks. Just discovering the series. You know, probably Camille. Where is Camille? Let's get back right here. Here's Camille. First time racing last week in this series. He's back. I love seeing that kind of stuff. Tony Corrales. Tony needs to get up there. Tony, this would be a good week for Tony to get some points, especially since Dennis is not here. You know, no bias. I'm just looking at this like, Tony, now's your chance to get past Dennis. They both missed a race. Dennis is going to miss too. It all depends on how many points Tony can get in this race today to vault past Dennis, which I'm sure he will. Then it's going to come down to race 8, where Dennis is going to have to pull something out of a hat to vault back past Tony. Little Chris has a pretty decent lead. Little Chris has a 140-point lead right now over Dennis. And it's only going to grow now with Dennis missing that second race. Stephen Blackwell. Okay, where's Stephen in the event? Stephen's actually further back. Stephen's back here in 17th place. Stephen Blackwell is 6th overall in the series. Been super consistent showing up. Took race 3 off from the series. But finished, you know, 150, 125 points, 98 points, 110 points. So probably finishing mid-pack each week. Rafa 1972. So I haven't seen Nick Gordon. Andrew Johnston right here. Andrew Johnston is in 16th right now. You know, doing 2.5 watts per kilo. Andrew Johnston is 4th overall in the series. Andrew Johnson, in fact, missed race number 5. The only one that's done them all, that's like up near the top, is Little Chris. His worst event was 180 points. So Little Chris is kind of like probably the favorite. With points we have left, only 2 races left in the series. Yeah, we got 8 events. Little Chris could almost afford to take a week off. Probably hoping to eliminate one of those really low. He doesn't have any really low races. In race 3, he scored 180 out of 200 points. Race 5 was his worst, and I don't want to make it seem worse because it's not. He got 185 points in race 5, and looks like Dennis Van Ruden got the most with 190. So some of the races they've got different points scoring, I've noticed. Nope, sorry about that. Race 5, there's a rider. Looks like his name is Bitsen, with a very strange last name. He's only appeared in 2 events and won them both times. Sorry, won 1. So, hard to say how that went down. He's won 1 event. He's got 200 points total. Yeah. You never know. People show up, then they get caught riding something else. Sorry, folks. I'm just too busy looking at the leaderboard here. Let's get back up here, see what's going on. Catch you still out front. Yeah. So here's my story. I'm sticking to it. Let's have a drink first. Very dry mouth right now. Let's check the chat before I tell you my story. See if we got some Microsoft Simulator talks coming up. There's an add-on pack for Flight Sim, Reno Air Races, Stunts. I love it. Yeah, I'm going to be playing it, Steven. Okay, Ruben, I hope she gets better soon. Ruben, for this one here, this is like introductory, 3 watts per kilo max. And I think heart rate is required as well. Not 100% sure, but I wanted to cover this event too because I figured for new people starting out, they want to watch the replays as well. It's not just all about the best racers. Oh, Steven's got some good info here. You can fly Top Gun plane with free Maverick add-on. Also Dune. Okay, that's weird. You can fly on Arrakis. Oh, that's incredible. Oh, Oh, the vehicle from Halo. The Pelican, Steven. It's called the Pelican. And he flew the ornithopter from Dune across the London skyline. Yeah, dude, I'm really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it. And like, I'd love to do some streaming of it. I really would. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Wow, that Discord channel is so busy today, folks. It's insane. Yeah. So here's my story. Ooh, I think Oliver fell at the back. Yeah, these bumps. Wow. David is coming back. There was 6 riders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oliver was in that front group. Oliver's got ejected on these climbs. These wicked little climbs. We're in the Ardennes. I don't know if we're in France or Belgium. We're somewhere in that general area. Oliver's gotten thrown out the back. David has been moving up. So David is caught back on. These two should be able to work together. So we've only got 5 riders up front now. Here they are. Let's go to this little beautiful camera shot we got here. Check this out. Little side. Now we're directly overhead in the helicopter. Stukal. Yeah, it was really cool. I hope he sees it. Joel Noguera, he raced on Friday, Canadian. I think he finished 3rd overall. Next thing you know, I'm on Strava with him. Sent a message to me. I love the people that are saying, hey man, I love what you're doing. Ooh, we got some digs going. Stukal's attacking right now. Let's get on Stukal right now. He's digging in hard here. He wants to get over to this climb first. Getting into a little false flatty section here. Here's the story, folks. Stukal knows the story. He knows what I'm going to say. We got Stukal, Jozo, Eagle, Little Chris, Andrew Street in the front pack. We got 5 riders. They know that Ketchu is an overpowered rider. He's riding above category in this race. They know he's going to be disqualified. Let's leave it at that. It's a race between these 5 now. This is the actual race right here. Ketchu's just out on a nice, strong training ride. The race is going off here. So Stukal was trying to get away there, I believe. There are a few little kickers coming up. I'm going to have to study some route profiles somewhere because I'm not familiar with the courses. I don't have a full layout of the course in front of me. That I may be able to do that somehow. Haven't figured that all out yet. Yeah, if you look at the leaderboard, you can see it. OTR Get Racing up top here, stage 7 out of 8, 3 watts per kilo or less. That's where they want the power range to be. So pretty new to racing, or that's just what your average power is over the event. Yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. Got some cool rock formations in the background. I'm not going to even try to make up any fake geology talk today. I did that in my previous video over in Iceland. Actually, I was talking about Jebel Hafit earlier. What a cool geological feature. Heard of it. There's another Jebel. Obviously, that word must mean mountain, something like that. I was mentioning in a couple videos ago the Brandon McNulty, what do you want to call it? Implosion. And I don't even know if it was an implosion. I think it's when he was riding for that Pro Conti team. Does anyone remember that? Who was it? Got the name. They were all orange. All orange, and they were invited to the race over here. They were all in orange. He went solo so far, and he was going up one of these deadly climbs. I thought it was Jebel. It's on top of a dam, and got absolutely swamped in the last, what seemed like 10 or 15 meters. I'm going to have to go back and check it out. Hopefully maybe someone in the chat knows what I'm talking about. Okay, hey Penelope. Jennifer Galancier. Hey Jennifer, thanks for commenting on YouTube. I only see one Canadian right now, and he's doing quite well, Stukal. Supper time for Penelope. Yeah, Penelope, I'm absolutely famished right now. Stukal here. So we got 5 riders chasing the one up front. The rider up front. Ooh, check this out, folks. Ketchu, no power. Ketchu has dropped all power. So I'm going to hang out here and watch Ketchu for a little bit. Just to see what he's up to here. We're just having a little quick peek. See, the riders behind are pushing pretty hard. 4 watts a kilo up. And these bumps, wicked little bumps here in the Ardennes. And as I said before, folks, this is OTR Virtual Events. Awesome race series over on MyWhoosh. So they've got events Tuesdays. That's a race series. They've got a standalone race series on Fridays. That was the Jebel Hafit. Wicked climb, wicked geological feature. It was pretty fascinating learning about it last night. That's what I did. Joey Jojo and the girls are in Banff. I'm laying on the couch learning about the Jebel Hafit geology and how it was formed millions of years ago. That's what I do for you. Ketchu, no power. Is he sitting and waiting for them? Does he realize he's overpowered in this event? Let's have a little look here, folks. Everyone decked out in the OTR. I just noticed that too. Everyone's decked out in the OTR. So yeah, Stukal Black is our only Canadian here. Eagle, Dutch rider. Little Chris is a Welshman. Jozo. What is that one? It's like Central Europe. Is it Slovenia maybe? No, I don't think it's Slovenia. Maybe it's Bosnia? I'm not really sure, folks. Not really that good with some of those countries. There's so many. Ketchu's out. Ketchu's out. Yeah, looks like he had a mechanical. I think he's actually just behind the wall here. Little nature break. Taking care of some business. Will he get back in? Oh my, and I think we've lost a rider too. I think we've lost a rider up front. There was 5. We lost Andrew Street. Andrew's out the back. Vaulting over Ketchu now. Okay, Andrew, come on, dude. Let's go. Let's go. David is coming back up through the ranks here. So David got shelled earlier and is working his way right back up. So David caught Oliver. Oliver was in the front group of... there was a group of 3, 4 or 5 riders chasing. I think it got to 6 at one point. There was 3 chasing the one, Ketchu. They merged back together. Those pesky hills, pesky folks, shattered the group that was chasing apart. I think there were 6 of them chasing at one point. David was one of the ones out the back. Pulled himself together, got a second wind, caught Oliver, has gone straight over the top past him, and now finds himself in 6th place. Chasing right after Andrew Street. Andrew Street is just up the road, folks. I think after... Andrew's been... he's just fallen to the back of the front group of 3. That was 4, now 3, with Stukal, Little Chris, and Jozo Velo. David, yeah, it's probably got David. That's just how he's spelling it. David, I'm just going to say that, has got his eyes set on getting Andrew Street. He's chasing hard, folks. Chasing hard. Will we see him? I'm looking up the road, folks. You could see me looking intently on my screen, like laser beaming in. Can I see Andrew Street? 4 seconds separate. Folks, we're going to a helicopter here. We're going to call in the helicopter right now. World Tour feed going to the helicopter above us. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Can't see him yet. Cannot see him yet. It's going to close, folks. It is going to close. What we could do too, let's go to Andrew here. Oh, wow. There he is, folks. There he is. David is catching Andrew Street now. Jojo Zello in first right now. We've got the 4 up front. Eagle, Stukal Black, Jojo Zello. I think I missed one rider for a little bit there. And Little Chris. Currently at 25.8 kilometers with total route of 30.6. Folks, we're less than 4 kilometers, 5 kilometers to go. Looking good here. I am going to check here too. Looks like everyone's riding heart rate. Ooh, Eagle's not. I'm not sure how the rules are working for this. It's up to the organizer. I'm not the organizer, so I don't want to make any rules up on the fly. I just make up stories. Having said that, some of the other events, heart rate is mandatory, which I really like. Heart rate should be mandatory. Obviously there's going to be some give and take. Let's say the organizer knows a certain rider and they've seen them ride every day for the past 3 years or whatever it may be, and they know what he's like or her. They know what their ability's like. Okay, man, your heart rate monitor died. Cool. Get a new battery. You're good to go. We trust you. But it's important to have it on. So yeah, so you can see here Eagle doesn't have his heart rate monitor on. And that could be anything. Then we had dead battery. It didn't connect. It didn't pair properly. I didn't actually see earlier if it wasn't working. I've had my heart rate monitor fail where And it fails kind of weird. I was telling someone else, I think I was telling Penelope, who's in the chat right now. Penelope, what's for supper? Actually, yeah, you can tell me. I'm actually starving. Alex is here. Oh, thanks, Alex. Jozo Velo, thank you, Alex. This is why the group I have behind me, the community, is so awesome. Alex tells me right away that's Croatia. So I was close. And I hate guessing countries' names because some people get offended when you don't know it exactly, but some of those flags look really similar to me. Yeah, one Canadian. Penelope's already having dinner. I'm so hungry. I'm hoping Joey Jojo brings me some food home today. They might think about poor Colin who's sitting at home doing all this hard work. So yeah, Jojo Velo, this rider here, second place, first place now. That is Croatia. I will remember that from now on. Locked in. I should remember one of my favorite MMA fighters. Who remembers them? Mirko Krokop Gadoosh. Boom, head kick master. Back in the days when like UFC was just taking off, and he used to fight he fought in K1. If you want something really cool to watch, I'm watching it this afternoon. That's it. All plans are canceled for the afternoon. I had none. I'm just making that up. Folks, we're 3.3 kilometers to go. We got a great group here, 4 riders. Get ready for a smash fest. Andrew Street's a little bit further back. David is right on his wheel. Andrew is trying to hold him off. Where is Andrew Street in the series? Let me have a quick look here, folks. This might be Andrew's first time here as well. I've seen Andrew race already on MyWhoosh. And David, I don't see David. A lot of new riders. So yeah, again, this is Get Racing. So you come to MyWhoosh, I'm going to get racing. Here you are. That's why I don't see your name in the leaderboard yet. I think it's probably what the tech. Let's have a quick peek here, folks. I'm going to say the top 15 riders are pretty consistent. They're here all the time. So that's kind of like our GC that we're actually watching. Ooh, we've got a bit of a break. Eagle over the top first, folks. Eagle over the top. Launching over the top. Getting on the descent first. Off to the races. Got a 2-3 second gap. Jojo's back, though. Croatian power here. Winding up the power. Actually digging in now, trying to get ahead of Eagle. Jozo going for it. Just hit 7 watts a kilo on the downhill here, folks. Settling out 3.5, 4. Going for it. Taking off. A little bit of a gap. Back to Eagle. Jozo's like, yeah, let's ditch those two. Ditch that Canadian. Ditch the Welshman. Let's go. It's going to be a Dutch Croatia battle here at the end. But you know what? Team Canada's not that far back. Little Chris is right there as well. Little Chris, overall leader in the event, so I'm sure Little Chris has the ability to pull himself right back up there. Just outside the draft right now. Get in the draft, dude. Stukal's pushing really hard right now, too. Putting in a good attack here. Let's hang out with Stukal for a little bit. Okay, so Little Chris should be... Yeah, there's the green number. You want to see that green number to be in the draft. So drafting one. Passes him. No more draft. Let's see what Stukal's doing here now. Stukal? Not really sure how to say that. Okay, so Little Chris has gone through. Stukal is trying to come back here. Where are we at, folks? 1.4 kilometers to go. Can Little Chris bridge up to the 2 out front? He's got a 1 second gap to make up. Check the camera out. Is he coming? He's coming now, folks. The 2 are coming back. We will be having a 4 up sprint here at the finish. Let me get the drink in now. It's coming, folks. Little Chris said, that's it, boys. I'm back. This race series is mine. I'm back. Jozo's like, I got to go now. Puts in a quick 6 watts a kilo. Yes. The way these 2 are riding, it could be a battle between the Welshman and the Croat. Let's go. Come on, Mirko. Yeah, Mirko Krokop. Okay, I didn't say it. Watch some K1. K1. So good. Okay. Eagle's changing it up here now, too. Stukal's going to the front. Finish line coming up, folks, I believe. 800 meters out. I'm looking at the map on the left-hand side now. Can I zoom in, zoom out on the map? I can make the map disappear. That's something I'm going to have to work with. Okay, here we go. We're turning. I'm still looking for the finish line on the map. I'm going to do some videos like I've done before, too. Check out the cathedral here. 500 meters to go. Where is the finish line? Okay, Jozo's going off the front. 8 watts a kilo. has already opened up a gap. Check this out, folks. He's got a gap. He's going hard. Stuckel's chasing him. Little Chris coming hard now. That's the finish line right there, folks. Overhead look. Check out Jozo's power here, going for the finish right now. Stuckel coming in next. Let's bounce back to Little Chris. Little Chris and Stuckel Black coming in. Check out the fireworks going off, folks. I love it. Stuckel Black, Little Chris, and Eagle coming across the line in 4th place. Eagle avoided that sprint. He was like, no mas. I'm not getting involved in this one. Those 3 off the front, smashing. Let's hope power numbers are good. I mean, that was just a little sprint at the end, so we're all good, folks. You're going to see the numbers on the side change here. So you can see Jozo gets the nice yellow jersey here. But take a look in the top left-hand corner. That's our overall standings. That's our classification. These numbers on course will change as people log out. If Jozo says, I'm out of here, then Stuckel becomes number 1. It's just the way it's set up. It's counting the riders that are on course at the moment. As this is a race event, we've only got our 19 riders here. Andrew Street is coming to the finish right now. Andrew will get 5th place overall. Looks like he held off David. David was within 3 seconds, so Andrew worked nice there. Here comes Andrew to the finish right now. It's this yellow barrier right here. You can see Dennis Van Ruden in the start chute. He's right there, parked. Never got out of the start chute. So David finishes in 6th. He's lighting up on the general classification now. Further back, we got Oliver. Oliver's got a right-hand turn to take right here. And we'll head towards the cathedral. Okay, yeah, thanks, Alex. Yeah, Alex, I would have told myself I need to go look later, and then I fall asleep on the couch and I don't look. Ken Law, Mr. Start, just jumping in to say hi. Almost 10 p.m. here. Hey, Ken, thanks for jumping in, man. I really appreciate it. Jennifer saying, go Canada, go. Yeah, Stuckel, I don't know who that is. It's so cool, though, meeting new racers. And what's really the more cool part is seeing racers jumping around from platform to platform. Over the last week, I've seen a lot of it. So, riders, in this week, I've ridden on MyWhoosh. Love it. I've been back on Zwift. Love it. Been on Training Peaks. Love it. Been on Ruby. Love it. Riding them all. Those are the big 4. Oh, yes. Check that out. A little emoting at the end. Thank you, Oliver. Dude, I love it. Love the emote at the finish. So, people look at the graphics and they think, oh, it's like a video game. Yeah, but it's still a cycling simulator. It's got very, very, what I would call minor gamey elements to it. Okay, the emotes, kind of gamey. I like it. That's the background I come from. So, in the video games I play, when you kill a dude, okay, who cares? They come back to life 5 seconds later. You can emote over top of them. Like, you can do a little dance over them. You can shell out money or something. You meet people in the world. You give them a thumbs up. You salute them. You wave at them. I love that stuff. The other gamey part of MyWhoosh, and when I say gamey, I mean positive, is the seasonal content. Season 1 finished October 14th. I never got a chance to experience it because I was just waiting and waiting and waiting. Remember, MyWhoosh is absolutely free. The premium track in the seasonal content, there's a free track, meaning you get to certain levels, you unlock socks, you unlock coins, you unlock a hat, you unlock this, blah, blah, blah. The premium track, which you can pay a little bit, which helps fund more stuff for MyWhoosh, you get gifts all the way. You get a gift all the time. That is so me. I will throw my money at it, folks. I like that. I play a lot of video games like that. Here's an example. One of the biggest video games in the world, Warzone. Call of Duty Warzone, free to play by everyone. That's the one where you jump in a plane, parachute in, gear up, loot up, and extract. Kill everyone you can. Camille just finished here in 8th place. Tony Corrales. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about, the leaderboards. Tony Corrales is going to finish in 9th. But over on the right-hand side of the screen, it's showing that he's 6th right now. That's because we're losing riders ahead of us that are logging out. They might be jumping out and jumping into another course to cool down. So much to ride on MyWhoosh. Love it. But yeah, I love the seasonal content. Warzone does the same thing. Free to play. But if you want to get the Battle Pass, there's a free one. Here's Tony finishing now. Going back to Salvatore Samora. Ooh, here we go. Salvatore and Ambrosio are coming in together. Lighting it up, folks. Lighting it up. 4 watts of keel here. Coming in nice, boys. Coming in nice. Can Ambrosio get over the shoulder? Salvatore digging in now. 5.5 watts of keel. Desperately trying to hold on to 10th place. Holding off Ambrosio. Just keeps powering all the way. Ambrosio's trying to get around. Just can't make it, folks. 10th and 11th place. Nice battle, boys. Nice battle. I love it. Kevin Hobbs will be next in 12th place. Kevin's just got to go straight down this road. He's going to be having a quick right on his way past the cathedral, where we'll bend to the right to the actual finishing chute. So yeah, Warzone, Battle Pass, pass for free people, pass for premium paid members. You pay your like $10 and you're on the premium pass, and you get all the extra goodies, like that gun that's got the really cool camouflage, or the really cool reticle, super cool camouflage pants that no one else can get without buying the Battle Pass. Outside of that, I would say MyWhoosh is not very gamey. It's really not. There's no power-ups. There's no throwing banana peels out the back to make your opponent that's behind you slip. You're not firing turtle shells at people ahead of you. Not gamey at all, really. Just a couple of aspects, and it's just, with the graphics, you can do whatever you want. The sky's the limit, really. Obviously, some roads, like, I don't know how 1-to-1 it is, but Jebel Hafit is a real climb in the real world, so there are real climbs. Obviously, some things are probably changed a little bit. Kevin Hobbs will be coming in 12th place. Great job, Kevin. Just opening up this laptop again. So Kevin, I think Kevin's just jumped into this series as well. But I have seen Kevin racing. And hopefully I will get the standings right away. Alistair is coming in. I saw Alistair take on Jebel Hafit on Friday. Pretty tough one. What was it? I think it's around 15, 16 kilometers with 800 meters, 750 something meters of climbing. So I think the climb is all represented. When I say 1-to-1, I mean this curve is where that curve should be. This gradient is where this gradient should be. The length's the same. The top is totally made up. There's a velodrome up at the top. And I think Jebel Hafit is a little town that's on top of that thrust that comes out of the ground. So when you look at Jebel Hafit on a map, pan-flat desert, it looks like the rocks have been folded like this, if you know what I'm saying, like that. It's called an anticline. The rocks get compressed, and it's exposed out of the ground, and the town of Jebel Hafit, I think that's what it is in the top. That's all been eroded. So imagine like an upside down U, but the top of the U's been eroded away, and the town sits up there. Really fascinating. Love my geology. Love cycling more. I just got to be honest about it. Love cycling even more than geology, if you can believe that. So Alistair coming in next. Andrew Johnson. Andrew Johnson, really regular rider. He's missed one race, I said, or took one race off, race 5. Andrew will be finishing in 14th here. This might be Andrew's lowest finish ever. Maybe this race just wasn't for him. Maybe he was on more of a recovery ride. Knowing that he's still going to get points in the series. Just show up, folks. Just show up. You know, you can get a really high placing just by being consistent. I mean, it's all about consistency. Rafa. How far out is Rafa? Oh, Rafa's finished too. Sorry, I missed Rafa's finish. Stephen Blackwell. Stephen's about 2 kilometers out now. Gonna head back to the chat for a second. Okay. So who do we got left? We got Stephen Blackwell, John McCambridge, Ketchu Shut It Down, Dennis Van Ruden. So the riders that aren't moving, I don't think I'm getting enough data from them. That's my guess. That's why I'm seeing this weird world look. That's not happening with the riders that are moving. You can see that. I just want to demonstrate that to you. I'm not faulting the system. I think it's just because they're sitting. Watch. Go back to Stephen. Okay, that time it took longer. This could be some data issues here, so Let's go back. And then Jozo, it's fine. I only get that. I only ever see that. So what you're seeing there, like the video popping in, popping out, very resource intensive. I am running it on PC on pretty good graph. This is MyWhoosh HD. I did look this morning. Anthony asked me a question. You can run this on your phone, but you're just going to be running the lower res version of it. You can run it on an iPad. You can run it on an Android phone, Mac OS, pretty much everything. Just install the one that's going to work for you. So if you want the pretty stuff, go for the MyWhoosh HD. But yeah, it takes a lot of graphic power. Okay, so where's Steven? So let's let Steven pop in. Is Steven done? Steven's got just under a kilometer to go. Now, so that little pop in there, just my experience so far, that only ever happens when I'm watching a race. And not all the time either. So I don't know if it's just a matter of the data getting to me. When I ride myself, that never happens. So it's just, and I think it's because you're popping around, loading the location in, all the graphics. And you know what? I got a pretty good PC. So put the version on that's going to work best on your device. I think it's pretty cool that it works on phones. You know, you could probably run it on your phone and then screen mirror, cast it to your TV, a monitor. It's just, folks, this platform is just going to keep growing. It's just going to keep growing. They got a brand new world coming out. They have 10 worlds right now. I was going through them all this morning. Arabia, so they got Alula, Arabia, California, Colombia, Australia. Did I say that? I don't think I did. They got Huduriyat. I have trouble saying that word. It's a city. MyWhoosh world is probably... Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention that too. Here's another Bennett. So they've also got Switzerland, the UCI World Championship Circuit in Zurich. That's just a one route. They've got the endurance climb. So it looks like Stephen Blackwell will be finishing in 16th place. Great job, Stephen. Stephen was 6th overall in the series at this point. And actually, Stephen took race 3 off. So he needs to finish up these last races. What was I just talking about? What was I talking about there? Train of thought, gone. We still have John McCambridge to come in. So John is our last rider out there. Ketchu and Dennis. Ketchu never finished the course. Dennis never even got started. Looks like he had a mechanical. Could be anything. Could be a trainer. I was watching... John's done. So John must have finished right behind Stephen Blackwell. Never even saw that happen. He finished 25 seconds behind Stephen Blackwell. So great job, John. John's from Ireland here. Hopefully he becomes a regular in the series. Okay, so let's go. Okay, Jennifer, great point. Thank you. Her husband runs it on his phone, then transfers it over or projects it to the smart TV. Yeah. Jennifer, how does it look from the phone to the TV? Do you lose any quality? Is the phone quality good? So let's see if Jennifer hears me here and she can answer that question. I'm just going to close this for now. And so I've already done a ride today too. Yesterday I put out what did I do yesterday, folks? Oh, I did a MyWhoosh ride, tour of Hegra. Awesome. I think I put that out this morning. Looks good. Okay. Awesome. So what we can do here now, folks, I'm just going to take you out of this race. So we're going to leave the race. Great job here. OTR Get Racing Stage 7 out of 8. Oh, it is Stage 7. Okay, there's only one stage left. Ooh, that's tense. We jump out. Here's the menu. Something I forgot to tell you. So here's the MyWhoosh Pass. This is like only the only paid part of the platform, and you don't have to pay. This is that seasonal pass, or what I would call a battle pass from Call of Duty, Warzone, or from all the other games I play. You can see here, everyone gets access to the free pass. Okay? When you get 400 of these points, of season points, you're going to unlock 250 gold coins, which gets added to your total up here. I've gotten these gold coins from doing achievements and bonuses. Actually, let's take a look. I might have some bonuses. Let's see. Let's do this right now. Challenges. Let's just see. There might be different challenges. Okay, so these ones I think, yeah, these are just for this event. But I will show you this. If I come back here, is it? Achievements. Oh, yes, folks. Look at this here. I love it. 7,405 coins. Coffee Trail. I did that Thursday. Beautiful route. Collect. Gadoosh. Interconnected upload ride data on Strava. I think my first one didn't upload. I got it going. Ride a cumulative 30K. That was easy to do. Cycling Pro 1. Now, this should change here. See that? Yeah, I knew it was going to happen. Cycling Pro 1. You did 30K. Oh my. Wow. The first one was 30K. The second level, so it looked like one achievement. Now it's 1 out of 5. I've done 1 out of 5. The second achievement now is ride 500K. Not 50 like I first thought it said there. It's 500. So that's going to take a bit. Then it's going to go to ride Cycling Pro 3. We're going to see it happen here too. I can do this all day. Ride 20 kilometers in one ride. Okay, just watch this. We'll collect our 100 coins. I bet you it's going to change. There you go. I can do this all day 3. Ride 50K in one ride. It's just going to keep going up. So, yeah, this is awesome too. So, here's the ride I did yesterday. So, I was feeling really lazy. And, but I thought, I want to keep my legs moving. I want to show some content. I want to make some videos for everyone to check this awesome platform out. I did the Tour of Hegra yesterday. And it's in Alula. I did it in free ride. I just let the route take me where it wants. I didn't touch the controls. Another 100 coins. Thank you. And so I think that's it. I think your achievements are all at the top. You can see I've done some stuff before. So there's lots. I'm just scrolling here, folks. There's so many routes to do. Check this out. So many routes. So that's achievement, awards. I have no awards. My stats. That's MyWhoosh. I love it. So yeah, again, Battle Pass. When the next one comes out, everyone gets access to the free, but you can see here, you don't get a prize. You don't get a prize there. Keep going. You only get a prize every second one, whereas the people that pay get a prize every one, and they get better prizes. You get 250 coins here. I'm going to get special shoes and these pretty little power gems, I think they're called. Then when I get coins, I get 500. Oh, what are those for, you ask? Okay, let's head to the garage. Oh, okay. You want... Well, I have 7,800 coins. You want the Colnago V4 RS Tour de France edition? The Taddy edition? It's only 150,000 gold coins. I got 7,800. Yeah, it's going to be a bit. So... That's the bike he won the Tour de France on, and it says right there, in 2024. Here's a cheap bike, 44,000. So this is the same as Taddy's, just not the Tour de France version. This one's slightly different. I'm not sure what the ADQ means. I'm not sure if that's just a camo scheme. Then we got some, we got the C68 Colnago. Oh yeah, these are nice, aren't they? Oh, we got the Colnago TT bike. Take a look at that, folks. Take a look at it. Is that not nice or what? So, some are going to unlock. Now, this one here, I don't know if it just unlocks and... So this... Yeah, some of you are just going to unlock on route. Like, here you go. Here's your free bike. I guess I got the Ventum. Ooh, I love this bike. I love a Look 795 blade. Love it. Look 785 Chameleon. Oh, this one's more aero. BMC. Van Riesel. Radiance, Colnago, Envy. Yeah, I heard Envy was making a bike. Giant TCR Advanced SL. We've seen that bike. Liv Langma. We've all seen that bike too. Yeah, then you can buy... It's got stuff for your avatar. You've got your apparel, jerseys, stuff like that. Yeah, fun stuff, right? I love it. Really enjoy it. Let's just jump back to the chat one last time, and then I'm probably going to ditch, folks. Hope you enjoyed the video today. If you like the channel, if you're just checking the videos out for the first time, yeah, please give the videos a like. Spread the word. Subscribe if you can. If you really like it, you can support me down below by buying me a coffee through my Buy Me a Coffee link. We got a bunch of goodies coming soon. I'm working on some other stuff. Yeah, there's tons of stuff coming, so please support the channel, and I'll keep pumping out more Inside Cycling World. Thanks for watching. See you soon.